Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to tell you about my birth story. If you're anything like me, when I was getting ready to give birth, like closer and closer to the date, I looked at so many videos to the point where when my water broke at home, I was actually watching a video of somebody else going into labor. So yeah, the first thing is first, I was 38 weeks pregnant and I had a doctor appointment on that Monday. So let me tell you a little bit about my pregnancy. I had a normal pregnancy, no problems, no issues. I was only sick like the first couple of weeks when normally everybody is sick. So I had no issues at all, no complications. Although I got hit by a car. Well, long story short, I was walking out the grocery store with the cart and a man hit the cart that I was pushing. Nothing happened to my baby, no bleeding, no nothing, so I was fine. But my baby was due February 14th and he came February 4th. So on that Monday, that was the week my baby was born, on the 4th, the 1st, I went to the doctor so that they can do my regular checkup. So I went to the doctor and they weighed me, blood pressure, etc., etc. He was like, I'm going to check you to see if you've dilated. Well, I was only 1 centimeter, so I wasn't impressed or anything about it. I was so nervous to get checked. I had never been through this experience before, and I was just terrified. Some people said it hurt. It was very uncomfortable, just like when you go get a pap. So, yeah. I went and got checked. 1 centimeter only. That was it. So, next thing I know, it's Wednesday night, the 3rd, and I'm just watching TV, and then I decided to get on YouTube and watch some videos. My husband comes home, and he's just sitting in the bed, halfway asleep, and I hear this pop, and I'm like, what the heck is that? It was inside of me, and I heard the pop, and then I just felt a gush of fluid. I didn't know what kind of fluid it was, where it came from, nothing. I was just so nervous. I didn't even want to get up to look, like I was scared, so I kept calling my husband to get up, and he was so stunned. He was like, wait, what, you're in labor? Like, this was real. So earlier in this same day, I played a joke on my cousins and told them that my water had broke. I poured some water on the floor and all of that good stuff. I poured water on the floor, told them my water broke. We laughed about it, and then turns out my water breaks later that night. So I had already took a shower. I was laying down, I was chilling, and I was like, oh my god, my water broke. I need to take another shower. I started breathing really hard. I was freaking out. We called his mom. She didn't believe me. We called my aunt. She's like, what? No, you're not. Like, nobody believed us. Like, that's what you get. Do not play while you're pregnant, because nobody will believe you when the real thing goes down. So my husband jumps into the shower and we go to the hospital. Now, before I can get to the hospital, I had to change clothes. Not once, not twice, but 3 full times. Complete outfits, pads, etc. And by the time I moved 1 step, the fluid would come back out and it would completely soak my pants, everything. So the 3rd time that I changed, I got down the steps and we were ready to roll. We had the bags, all of that. And I looked down, my leggings are completely wet, and the fluid started going in my Uggs, and I'm like, whoa, no, not my Uggs. I had to go back and change, put on some sandals that I didn't care about. We had to put 3 towels down in my husband's car, 3, and they were wet when we left. Get to the hospital, we go to the labor and delivery, and this man jumps on the elevator with us. Why, I have no idea. So he got what he got coming to him. My water broke some more in the elevator, and he was sitting there staring like, what the heck? So get back there, they do all the administrative paperwork, insurance cards, etc., etc. I get to the back, they take my blood, they get an IV. I'm terrified of IVs, and it had to go in my hand, and it left a mark because the needle is big as hell. I ain't trying to scare you, I'm gonna be real, but the needle was kind of big, and I never had a needle in my hand. I don't like IVs, so yeah. Got that, went to the bed, you know, I'm just chilling. Not to mention, I'm accordingly to them 4 centimeters. I hadn't felt 1 contraction, not 1 contraction. So I was 4 centimeters when I got to the hospital, And by the time we got there, it was like 10 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, let me try to get some sleep. I know it's going to get rough. This is going to be crazy. The anesthesiologist comes in and talks to me. He tells me whenever I want the epidural to let him know, don't wait until pain is unbearable. Well, at this point in my mind, I'm like, I'm not feeling anything. So when will I start feeling something? He was like, well, you know, we don't know. So I go to sleep off and on throughout the night. They have monitors on your stomach so that they can hear your baby's heart rate and stuff and make sure everything is going good with him, which I had a boy, so he was a him. But they make sure everything is good with your baby, and then that goes on throughout the night. Somebody's coming to check you, your nurse. My nurse, she had an attitude, but I let that fly by. Like, I wasn't studying her. So my night nurse, she kept coming to check me, and I would wake up, and next thing I know, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I done went to sleep off and on all night. I barely had contractions. Like, I started having contractions at 3 in the morning, so they felt like period cramps. They weren't super bad yet. So I had no cramps or contractions, whatever, from 9 to 3 in the morning. So 9 p.m. to 3 a.m., no contractions. So I'm at the hospital chilling. Then I go to sleep for a while. Wake back up at 7. The next nurse is checking me. And she's like, well, you're only like 5.5 centimeters. And I'm like, girl, you trying to tell me I'm going to be in labor all night? I mean, all day? Like, wait, what? And she was like, yeah, so we're going to get you started on some Pitocin. So they put the Pitocin in my arm. Y'all had so much stuff hooked up to me. I had penicillin in my arm. I had the IV fluids that they kept coming and bringing back. Like, it's ridiculous. They hook up so much stuff to you. So much unnecessary stuff. So they get the Pitocin started. The contractions started coming. Like, boom. So my doctor comes in around, I want to say 8, like 8 a.m. even. So he's like, can I check you? My doctor has really big hands. And this is at the point from 7 to 8:51 when I had my baby. I started experiencing the worst pain in my life. Like, the worst. So I was like, no, you can check me when I get an epidural. I wanted an epidural then. My husband was like, you sure you want an epidural? I said, push the button and tell them I want an epidural. He started moving so slow, y'all. I snatched the remote out of his hand. I said, I need the epidural now. So when I pushed the button and tell them I need an epidural, they tell me that you have to get another bag of fluid. A whole nother bag after y'all just gave me like 3 all night that I've been here. Like, no. First off, I'm hungry. I'm tired because I haven't went to sleep. And now I get another bag of fluid. I'm like, okay, another bag of fluid. Let's go. Let's get this done. I'm like holding on to the side of the rail and I'm shaking it. And I'm like, oh my God. Every contraction would come. I'm like, oh my God, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And so I was holding my breath and they had to put a mask on me. They put a little oxygen mask on me and I would take it off. Like, every time somebody came in there to put it on, I was taking it off. My mother-in-law worked in the same hospital on a different side. So she snuck over there while she's supposed to be at work, telling me that I need to put this mask on my face. They should have put a pressure bag on my eye. They should have put a pressure bag on my IV so I can hurry up and get a epidural, etc., etc. So the 30 minutes is over with the epidural. I mean, not the epidural. The 30 minutes is over with the IV fluids. So I'm calling them. I'm like, come on, it's over. The lady comes in there. She's prepping stuff. There's like, slide up to the top of the bed. You know, you got to bend over. You got to hold the pillow like this and put your head down. I'm like, okay. So he might move a lot, but he's kind of 3 months today. Or no, tomorrow he'll be 3 months. So, Jayce, he's waking up out of his sleep. Say hey. Say hey, steak man. So, they set me up on the top of the table, and I mean the bed, and they laid it completely flat, and they're like, slide up, you know, bend over, put your head like this. I'm ready for this epidural, y'all. I'm like living for it. I'm like, come on, stick me. I'm ready to get this over with. I can't deal with this pain. Like, it hurts. And I'm up there and the lady's talking to me and I'm like, I have to go to the restroom. Can I go to the restroom before she does this? And she was like, what kind of restroom do you have to go to? And I'm like, it feels almost like I have to have a bowel movement, like ASAP. Like, I need to go now. And I said, it's coming out. And she's like, it's probably your baby. Can I please check you? So I slide back down to the bed. She put my legs up. My baby head was coming out. No epidural, no warning, no anything. So the anesthesiologist leaves. They push a button and all these nurses and doctors, etc. come in there. My doctor was in the parking lot. He had to rush back in. He was still putting on his outfit. So they're like, don't push, don't push, don't push. And I had no control of it. My baby was ready for the world. He was ready to come out. So it took 2 pushes. And he was here. He just made his grand entrance like, I'm here, what's up? I don't know why he came so early or why he wanted to come. So he came at 8:51 and he was 15. He was not 15. He was 5 pounds and 16 ounces. He was very small, thank God. I only had to get 4 stitches. And because I didn't get an epidural, I was able to do everything on my own. So like 30 minutes after they, you know, cleaned me up, stitched me up, etc., I got to go to the bathroom on my own. And I really liked it. Although I had to pee for like 3 minutes straight, I was really happy that I got to go to the restroom on my own and I didn't need someone help to take a shower or anything because I'm really independent. So everything was pretty much a go after that. I was really tired. It kind of feel like your insides fall out. But we stayed in the hospital for 1 full night and like half a day. And then we left the next day. So it was pretty easy. I can tell you this, don't get discouraged about having your child natural. If that's your mindset, then do it, because I honestly did not want an epidural. I only wanted it to the point where I thought I couldn't take that pain anymore. But apparently I could take the pain because I had him. I didn't make not one noise. I was chilling on the table. And I was so happy when it was over because you feel nothing after that. Like, the pain is over with. So, yeah. Don't get discouraged and have your baby natural if you want to. And here's my baby, Jayce. Jayce. He's so mean. He just woke up. He's so mean, though. Jayce. Jayce. He's 3 months almost. So, yeah. Time flies. So, yeah. That's my birth story.